My Hero Academia follows a young boy living in a world where people are born with quirks, which are unique superhuman abilities. In this world, some use their quirks to help others as heroes, some use them to cause harm as villains, and some are born without any powers at all. While the series features many incredible quirks, not all of them would be practical in real life. For example, One for All was created to oppose All for One and fight villains, but it would be far too powerful and dangerous to use in everyday situations. On the other hand, there are quirks in the series that would be truly amazing to have and could be very useful in the real world. On number 10, we have Cement, which is a quirk used by Cementos, also known as Ken Ishiyama. As the name clearly implies, this quirk allows the user to manipulate, shape, and control cement and other cement-based materials with great precision. While it doesn't allow the creation of cement from nothing, it gives full control over any cement that already exists, letting the user move it, harden it, or reshape it as needed. In real life, this quirk would be incredibly practical and valuable. It could be used to quickly repair potholes, fix cracked roads, and reinforce damaged sidewalks or buildings, saving both time and resources. Cities could become safer and more visually appealing with constant maintenance and improvements. On a personal level, this quirk would be perfect for home repairs such as fixing broken walls, stabilizing foundations, repairing garden paths, or even redesigning outdoor spaces with ease. Next up, we have Double, used by Twice. Not the K-pop group, of course. This quirk allows him to create perfect replicas of almost anything, including himself. This quirk allows him to create perfect replicas of almost anything, including himself. These copies look and function exactly like the original. Twice often uses this power to create multiple clones, and each clone is able to make up 2 more replicas on its own, which means the number of copies can grow very quickly and almost feels endless. In real life, this quirk would have countless practical uses. For everyday situations, you could easily duplicate simple items like keys, tools, or even food when you need more. If you focused on creating clones, it'd be possible to get many tasks done at the same time, such as working multiple jobs, handling chores, or managing large projects. It could also be used to fill crowds, assist in large-scale operations, or form an army if needed. With so many copies working together, even the hardest tasks would become much easier. On number 8, we have Creation. Momo Yaoyorozu's quirk might be one of the most powerful abilities in the entire series. Her quirk, Creation, allows her to create almost anything she wants by using the fat cells in her body and transforming them into different materials. As long as she understands how an object is made and knows its structure, she can bring it into existence. This includes simple items as well as highly advanced creations like weapons, cannons, vehicles, and even large structures such as buildings. The real-world uses for this quirk are nearly endless. It could be used to rebuild damaged areas, restore forests, and help improve cities by creating materials and tools instantly. Industries like construction and transportation would benefit greatly, as planes, machines, and equipment could be made without long production times. On a personal level, it could be used to create everyday items like furniture, clothes, or tools, saving both money and effort. If there were one quirk that could solve countless problems and improve life in every way, Creation would easily be one of the best choices. Number 7 features Warp Gate. This quirk creates a dark fog that can be used as a portal. You can pinpoint the location you want the portal to open and use it to either move yourself, someone else, or an item to somewhere else. In My Hero Academia, the quirk is used by Kurogiri, a villain who worked under All for One. This has so many real-world applications. You could travel without having to get on a plane and could cut commute time entirely. You could also use this in war, or if you'd like to, as a thief portaling in and out of banks and stores. On number 6, we have Heal. Heal is a quirk used by Recovery Girl, also known as Chiyo Shuzenji. Just like the name suggests, this quirk allows her to heal injuries by greatly speeding up the natural healing process of the body. She activates it through a kiss, and it can treat everything from small wounds to serious and life-threatening injuries, as long as the patient has enough stamina to recover. In the real world, this quirk would be incredibly valuable in the medical field. Recovery Girl could help countless people as a doctor, surgeon, or emergency responder by healing injuries that would normally take weeks or months to recover from. Hospitals could save time, resources, and lives with her help. Even outside of major medical situations, the quirk would be useful for everyday problems like cuts, bruises, burns, muscle pain, and general aches, making recovery faster and far less painful. After this, we have Confession, which is a quirk used by Shin Nemoto. This quirk works like a powerful truth serum. When it's activated on someone, they're forced to answer questions honestly and can't lie no matter how much they want to. Once this quirk takes effect, every response becomes truth, making it a very dangerous and unfair ability in the wrong hands. In real life, this quirk would be extremely useful in law enforcement investigation work. A detective could use it to make criminals confess, uncover hidden plans, or stop crimes before they can even happen. On a smaller but still important level, it would mean that no one could ever lie to you. If you felt something was wrong, you could simply ask and get a clear answer. However, this power could easily become a curse. Using it too often could destroy trust, expose secrets that were better left hidden, and seriously damage personal relationships if misused. On number 4, we have Ink. Ink is a quirk used by Shino Sozaki in My Hero Academia. It allows the user to produce and manipulate a special type of ink from their body. This ink can be used to create markings, maps, or even immobilize enemies depending on its consistency. The ink can also be enhanced or made sticky to hold objects or slow movement. In real life, this quirk would be incredibly versatile. Artists and designers could use it for drawing, painting, or creating large-scale murals instantly. It could also be used for communication by leaving messages in hard-to-reach places or marking areas for navigation. In practical situations, sticky or binding ink could help secure items, prevent accidents, or even aid in rescue operations by creating grips or restraints when needed. The quirk is simple, but has countless everyday and emergency applications. Number 3 features a unique quirk named IQ used by Psycho Intelli. Psycho Intelli is a student at Seiyai Academy who is first introduced during the Provisional Hero License exam, where she faces off against Class 1A. She already has an extremely high IQ of 150, and her quirk takes her intelligence even further. Her ability allows her to instantly gain knowledge simply by drinking tea, giving her access to information and understanding far beyond normal limits. In this world, this quirk would be useful in almost every possible situation. You could master any subject you choose, excel in school and university, and easily succeed in highly competitive careers. It could also lead to major scientific breakthroughs, new inventions, and advancements that could change the world. On a smaller scale, it could be used to learn everyday skills, solve problems quickly, or even understand simple things like how to properly care for plants at home. No matter how it's used, this is a quirk that almost anyone would want to have. Now, the next entry might be a bit controversial, but at number 2, we have Half Cold, Half Hot. Shoto Todoroki is one of the standout characters in My Hero Academia, and his quirk is the result of his father deliberately choosing a partner to create the perfect balance of power. Shoto possesses a dual ability that combines both extreme cold and intense heat. One side of his body can produce ice, snow, and freezing temperatures, while the other side generates powerful flames and heat. These two elements don't harm each other or Shoto himself, allowing him to use both safely and effectively. In real life, this quirk has many practical benefits. On a small scale, it could be used to control temperature, keeping yourself warm in cold weather, or cool in extreme heat, which could greatly reduce heating and cooling costs. On a much larger scale, it could be used to help fight global warming by creating ice and melting regions, stabilizing temperatures, and possibly even forming new ice caps. This balance of fire and ice makes the quirk both versatile and incredibly valuable. On number 1, we have Koji's Voice. Koji Koda is one of the kindest and most gentle students at UA High. His quirk, Voice, allows him to communicate with animals and give them commands. He's not just limited to speaking with them, as animals can also share information with him in return. This two-way communication makes this quirk surprisingly powerful and extremely useful. In the real world, the quirk would be perfect for anyone who works closely with animals, such as veterinarians, zookeepers, wildlife researchers, or even cat cafe owners. On a more personal level, it would let you truly understand your pets and know what they're thinking or feeling. You could also ask animals to help with small tasks, gather information about their surroundings, or simply enjoy having real conversations with them. much like a fairy tale brought to life.